What's up, everybody? It's comedian Bob Marley. You're listening to the STS Podcast. Wicked! Huh?
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Welcome to STS Radio.
You just wait and see how far we're gonna go! Because regular radio fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to STS Radio. My name is Andrew Moss. With me, as always, Bruce Gates.
Hey.
Hey. Welcome back, sir.
Not always, as always.
Well, most of the time. Most of the time. I'd say your track record's pretty close to spotless.
Pretty close.
Yeah. So, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Anything that would be spotless.
I don't even want to go somewhere with that.
That is ill-advised.
Yes. Let's not do that.
How you been, man? How the fuck are you?
Been alright. A little dirty right now. Just cleaned out a fish pond, but,
Speaking of spotty.
Yeah, I can't do anything without making a mess. Oh, man. So we kind of teased it on the last episode of what we were going to be talking about today. And this has been in the works for, I'd say, for a while.
Ding, 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 ding. Ladies and gentlemen. This contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit.
And for the podcast Iron Man Championship. I think I missed my call in doing that. I can sound like Howard Finkel.
Yeah, you can.
Not a very good one, but I can do it. So basically, what we were teasing, we were talking about was basically the story of, like, I don't want to say the complete death of my dream of getting into radio, but just how it's been so far. And
It's been crucified and it's awaiting resurrection.
Dude, it's been crucified. It had the stick up its ass. It's got diabetes. I don't think there's much more you can do to it. It's been kicked in the balls. Yeah, so I remember when this originally happened, like, we originally recorded a podcast like this. Only a few people have actually heard it.
Why is that?
I don't know, because I didn't want to release it because I was like, you know what, man, just fucking...
You never posted it? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I never posted it. That's the thing.
Oh, it's a lost episode.
Yeah, it was a lost episode. I never posted it. I was just like, all right, you know what, man, let it cool off for a bit, because you know what, you're going to a new job. Everything's going to be kosher. You know what, maybe you can let it go. Maybe whatever. Just, you don't want to do the podcast angry, because then, you know, you may say shit that you might regret. And listening to CM Punk's podcast with Colt Cabana, that kind of opened my eyes, like, all right, you know, that's kind of how I should do it. Not just go on there and just be like, you know, fuck ZLX and fuck these people and fuck this guy, fuck that guy. But just be like, you know what, this is my story. If it sounds like I'm bitter and angry, yeah, I am kind of bitter and angry about the whole damn thing, but
There are parts to be bitter about.
yeah, there are parts to be bitter about, and there are people to be bitter about. And like he says, you know, it's okay to be bitter in life. It's part of life. You know, it takes time to get over it, and obviously I don't think enough time has passed for me to get over it. But, you know, this is just going to be...
For now.
Yeah, this is just going to be, like, my story. Because, like, originally when it happened, I was just like, you know what, dude, let's get together, let's fucking podcast about this, and I just want to fucking vent my spleen for, like, 5 days. You know?
If I remember right, you started kind of like all warbly mouth. You were all like, "Oh, this is what happened," and like you sounded pretty upset about it at first. And if memory serves, but maybe
I probably was, you know, because it was
very clear though that you were not in the right emotional headspace to tackle it though.
Yeah, because when we recorded that podcast, it happened. We did that probably like a week or two after it had happened. It was still kind of fresh.
It was very soon after.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was definitely not time.
Yeah, the wound was still fresh, so to speak. So, anyways, let's just kind of
delve right in.
I guess. Like
baptism by fire.
Yes.
That doesn't apply, but whatever. Fuck it, go.
Little precaution: there is no fire in the story.
Damn.
Not yet.
Damn. Now I'm not tuning in. Sorry, bye.
No. What? No fire? Fuck these guys.
We just lost like 20 listeners.
Fucking liars.
We just lost all 2 listeners.
Adam Richmond's probably listening to this like, oh, these guys are great. Wait, no fire? Fuck these guys. I'm never talking to them again. Fucking pieces of shit. So, I guess I don't know. I should kind of start at the beginning or whatnot, but
yeah, not like when you were born.
Not obvious. Yeah, obviously not that, but
like the start of the radio, like the ZLX thing, and if you, yeah, sure.
All right, because really, it kind of started with like an epiphany. Just it was like, I'd graduated from Riviere College, that shithole. And yes, I'm still bitter about that. Fucking
okay,
almost 10 years after I graduated, I'm still fucking angry at them. Douches.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. So basically, like around that time, my girlfriend dumped me. I pretty much had nothing except for this job where I was driving to a hotel down in Connecticut. It was like 15 minutes past Foxwoods to set up AV equipment for other companies that wanted to come in there and put on presentations and what have you. So I'm setting up like projection screens, projectors, setting up fucking boards and markers and whatnot. And
shit.
Oh yeah, and I'm fucking hating the job. And keep in mind, like I'm getting paid pretty fucking well to do it. Like I'm getting paid about $15 an hour to do it. I'm getting benefits.
But what was your commute? Your commute was pretty shitty, right?
Commute was a little over an hour.
Damn.
Yeah, the commute was a little over an hour. And like even if I had like 0 hours in the week, I still had, benefits because I was considered a full-time employee.
That's pretty sweet.
That is pretty sweet. Yeah. So eventually I go back to school because I'm like, you know what, man, I want to take another shot at this. I want to be on fucking radio. And I was listening to Howard Stern on the way back to the house one night. This is about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning that I'm getting out of there. And I get back to, I get on the highway, and I hear Artie talking about, like, oh yeah, my alma mater is, like, asking me to come and make a speech, and, I'm not sure if I should do it, and he starts talking about this place, Connecticut School of Broadcasting, and I'm like, oh shit, man, I drive to Connecticut, I can fucking go here, right?
You're like, if it worked for Artie.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell, there's a success.
Is Artie going to rehab?
I didn't hear about that, no, is that recent?
No. Didn't he go to rehab for, like, alcohol or some shit, like, a long time ago?
Well, he tried to kill himself. He stabbed himself in the stomach a couple of times, and he basically just needed to, like, dry out and whatnot, so. Yeah.
Well, was this before that or after that?
This was way before this. This was, like, years before that.
Okay.
This was easily probably, this was...
Like, keep in mind you were, at the time, listening to advice from a guy who ultimately stabbed himself in the stomach a bunch of times.
Right, but when you put it like that, Jesus Christ. So
it's 2020 though.
Yeah, and I'm listening to the show and I'm just like, you know what, man, that's what I want to do. I don't care if it's with my friends or with somebody else, but I just want to have a radio show where I just shoot the fucking shit with them, and just try and be entertaining for like 3-4 hours a fucking morning, and just try and do something.
Maybe play some music, like, to get people into the kind of music that you're into.
Yeah, exactly.
On the radio, the pop or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Be different.
Just kind of, even be like a mix between like them and like Eddie Trunk. Like that to me would be perfect. Play some metal music or hard rock or whatever. Come back, shoot the shit for a good while.
Get some interviews and shit.
Yeah, get some interviews. Fucking be great, man. I had this whole idea in my head. I'm like, this is what I want to do. That was kind of like the aha moment. Like 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm driving back from Connecticut from this job. So eventually, I go back to Connecticut School of Broadcasting. I find out there's a campus in Needham, which is about an hour and 20 minutes north of where I live.
Yeah, it's pretty close to my neck of the woods, actually.
Yeah, it's maybe like half hour-ish from you.
Yeah.
Something like that. So,
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah. So, so I go there to the Needham campus, and keep in mind, like, while I'm going there, I'm still working the job down in Connecticut. So, as soon as I'm out of class at about, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I have to have my suit in the car because I have to wear a suit for this fucking job.
Oh,
Which
shit.
is fucking ridiculous enough.
Like a full suit? Like,
Yep, full suit, tie, everything.
damn, sir. What if you get warm and, you want to lose the coat or something?
Well, and if you're setting stuff up and there's, nobody in the room or whatnot, that's fine. You can, put your jacket to the side and, work that way if you wanted to. But, if there's people around, you got to wear the jacket.
Holy shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you were doing that and going to school in Massachusetts. So you were working basically in Connecticut, but going to school in Massachusetts while living in Rhode Island.
Yep.
That's fucking crazy.
Yep. So, eventually, a couple months go by, and I graduate from Connecticut School of Broadcasting. I'm like, all right, I'm on my way. And they're like, oh, do you want to do an internship? And I was like, I've done an internship. I don't want to fucking do an internship. I want a fucking job.
Yeah.
And they're like, you should really do an internship. So, probably, I want to say about 2 months after I graduated, I was talking to a classmate of mine, Aaron, who was like, dude, you should come up to ZLX. Me, this guy, Big Steve, and there was one other guy, Justin. They were all from my class. And he's like, dude, we're all up here. We're having a fucking ball, interning with these guys. You should come up and do it too. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Why not? Working with friends, at least learn the industry a little bit. It'd be kind of cool.
So total time from start of School of Broadcasting to you deciding to go to WBZ was how long?
WZLX, let's see, when I started school, it was I want to say September, and then I started at ZLX in February.
So 5 months from when you started school to when you basically started your internship.
Basically, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty quick. I thought you were gonna say you were at school for a year or something.
No. The school was only a couple months. It was only a program for a couple of months.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, and don't worry, CSB is gonna come back into the story later on. So.
Sure. Almost fucked me over, but I avoided it.
Yeah. Well, I got fucked by in more ways than one, but so. So I start with ZLX, and they're like, oh, my first day there, I remember this fucking clear as a fucking bell, and you know how stupid I am. I start working, with Justin, who, who's one of my good friends, which, hi, Justin, if you're listening to this, hi, how you doing? The most lackluster hello ever.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, how you doing? Fuck off.
Damn it.
He's a good kid. He's a good kid.
Hello.
So we're working together and whatnot, and the news girl Heather I started interning with the Carlson and McKenzie morning show on WZLX. Their news girl / on-air personality Heather comes into the room, after I'm there for maybe 20 minutes, and she comes in and she's like, "Hey, I heard we had a creepy new intern. I just wanted to see it for myself." And I'm like, okay, that's a fucking ouch.
Holy shit.
Did I sign up for this? It's almost like that Monty Python abuse, the bit, I came in here for an argument. Oh, I'm sorry, this is abuse.
Yeah, seriously.
God damn it. All right, whatever. That's how they want to play. That's fine. I'll play the fucking game too, I guess. So, they eventually nicknamed me Slipknot the creepy intern, and I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll play the fucking game too. And I wore a Mankind mask there a time or two. And they were asking me why are you wearing that? I'm like, why not?
Because I'm the creepy intern.
Yeah, you guys call me a fucking creep. I might as well be one, right?
Might as well live into that shit.
Yeah. So Fast forward to August. Like earlier on in August, I had approached Braden, the producer. I was like, is